Tonight on Trends Live, we're serving the stories, sounds and celebrations shaping Mzansi's lifestyle scene. First up, the holidays shine a little brighter when kindness leads the way. We join Celebrity Drive in Rustenburg, where locals team up to spread joy. Then Thusi switches gears. The global actress and media star steps behind the decks with her debut single, And We Got You, Your First Listen. Plus, LaSauce is back with fresh music and a bold new chapter, and she's bringing all the fire to the Trends Live stage. And later, a day on the greens as industry leaders and global tech partners ease into SATNAC with a networking tee-off at the luxurious Arabella Golf Course in the Western Cape. And finally, we head to Woodmead, where a brand new digital playground is opening doors to young South African creators. All this and more right here, right now on Trends Live.
Your home of entertainment is back on your screens. That's right, it's Trends Lifetime. Dumelang, sanbonani, epsheni, hello, and welcome to the show. I'm your host, Kansane Koza, but please call me Candy. You heard in the headlines that we have some gems making their way to you tonight, including for the first time on our stage, the one and only Kenny Kunene, joined by Soulful G, as well as Theology HD. Honestly, your perfect evening starts right here on SABC News, so let's get the show on the road. First up, business mixed with some leisure time. Amidst the beautiful landscape of Hermanus in the Western Cape lies an opulent golf course, and it was here that the Southern Africa Telecommunication Networks and Applications Conference, or SATNAC, took place recently. Before the official formalities and serious conversations kicked off amongst industry experts, they spent a day in a relaxed environment as a traditional warm-up. Well, the golf course deemed a perfect connecting playground for this course, and producer Dylan Moikeleti captured the day's event, so it's time to tee up.
On this vast land of luscious greenery lies the lavish Arabella Golf Course. In their golf carts, groups of delegates, executives and sponsors headed off to play and interact, dressed in sports gear. The order of the day was to form relations while enjoying a fun day of golf prior to the big conference, which would require intense thinking and strategizing.
You try and get a 4-hour meeting with me. Impossible. You try and get a 4-hour meeting with any of the CEOs or chairmen here. Impossible. And that's the beauty of today. Because I got to play with the CEO of Huawei and some of the top leading CEOs. And that's the beauty of golf. We get to socialize, we get to engage, we get to laugh at each other. And it's a nice, wonderful icebreaker. These industries are very challenging, yet golf is equally as challenging. And how do you link challenging industries and the challenging game of golf? Well, if you can beat a scientist at golf, it levels the playing field. Now we're going to have difficult conversations with a touch of laughter. Let me take you back. This is the 27th year of SATNAC. So it's not just a gathering of golf like you're seeing today, but it is quite a key technology gathering. What we have here is not just industry partners. There are some extremely smart people here. PhDs from all across South Africa's, or Southern Africa actually. It is the gathering of the smartest people I have ever met.
This year's theme is Africa's ascent towards a sustainable and resilient future enabled by secure next-generation infrastructure, digital technology and artificial intelligence. It's no wonder the caliber of attendees include dynamic and uniquely skilled, ambitious people in their fields. In a space for collaboration, research, innovation and future-shaping conversations that feed directly into the growth of Africa's digital economy, The students who participate in this course are highly esteemed guests both on and off the golf course.
It brings together government, policymakers, and most importantly, it brings together more than 300 students from over 15 universities in South Africa. We take postgraduate students, we take their ideas, bring it into an innovation hub. We have a challenge. We have the industry challenge between OpenServe and other companies. And from there, we take those ideas and take it from an academic perspective, try and take it into real life, and actually implement some of them in the telecom group. So one of the things we really look for is students taking their innovation. They start projects, they start a year in advance, they start preparing for this conference. And what we do with those ideas is we put them into an industry challenge. From that industry challenge, we start rewarding people. One of the rewards is, for example, last year we took 3 students and we offered them internships within OpenServe. And they've got 2-year internships. After the internships, they often offered an opportunity to work for the company.
The weather was favorable, unlike the usual rains and strong winds which would distract the direction and eventual sinking of the balls. Contrary to popular belief that golf is predominantly a male sport, Sizampaza Tseya, a lady of finesse, emphatically says women need to be more present at golf events.
I think it's high time that we get a lot of women coming in and playing golf and participating in the sport. It's very much male dominated at the moment, and I think it really does deserve that feminine touch. You know, when you speak about networking, very key. I mean, for an example, the person that I spoke with, the person that I played with is someone that I had never met before, but I got to know more about them as we were playing on the course. It just makes for a nice way to have a conversation. And I mean, it's what, 4 or 5 hours of just being with someone, a business lead, that you can have a proper conversation around business. And it just gives you an opportunity to meet people that you otherwise wouldn't have met in a normal social setting. The mistakes you make actually don't matter at the end of the day, because what really matters is the connection you have with the person that you're sitting on a cart with or you're having a conversation with.
We group amateurs and pros together because the second shot is what counts. We lost a lot of balls in the water, we lost a lot of balls in the bush, but that's what made it so much fun.
Golf is like a life lesson, because ultimately you really have to be persistent, and until you get to the hole where you actually, sink the ball, it's so fulfilling.
Well, the beauty about golf is that it teaches us a couple of things, right? That we all pitch up here thinking that we can be like professionals. They don't pitch up like most of us do on a day like this and hope that we can be Tiger Woods. We certainly were tigers in the woods.
A fresh swing on Africa's digital economy, with SATNAC being one of the continent's longest-running and most respected ICT research platforms. The start of this conference through a friendly golf session promises to indeed see partnerships that power Africa's digital transformation.
From tea time to a dynamic South African that blends between different roles. She's a model, an entrepreneur, actress, and has now also ventured into DJing. I'm talking about Pearl Thusi. She continues to dominate the entertainment industry with diversity. Pearl has also recently released a new debut single called Sodwa. And Trends Live producer Randy Subani sat down with her as I unpacked the music and sourcing life overall. Now we get the 411.
An internationally acclaimed actress and media personality, we've seen Pearl Thusi on our screens over the years. The Durban-born actress began her career in modeling, then later transitioned into acting. From there onwards, she's never looked back. Musician MT definitely decided a while ago that he's going to give Pearl Thusi her flowers with his famous song titled Pearl Thusi. And speaking of music, Thusi is now a DJ as well. She plays in different clubs and at events. She most certainly seems to be enjoying it, as it's something that she's always wanted to venture into and pursue in the long run. We get into the crux of the sound as Thusi takes us through why she's decided to venture into DJing and music.
You can't hang out with so many DJs and so many musicians and I've always had an interest in music. I just never knew I had permission for so long to extend myself into that world. For so long you heard you have to choose something and be that, you know, or do this, do that, you can't do this, you can't do that. So I was always afraid, and it's a whole different community that I spend a lot of time with. I did live amp, I did a lot of music related shows, so I ended up learning a lot more about what the world of music looks like, but I still didn't know enough. And I mean, as I'm learning now about just the admin and the logistics of putting out a song, I'm just like, well, thank God I didn't know how much work or how difficult really actually it is. Because I might not have done it, to be honest. And I'm so glad I didn't know.
As we continue our conversation, Thusi has recently released a new debut single, Sodwa. She's also working on releasing new music soon, and she takes us through the entire process. It's a blend of Afro-tech, amapiano, and maskandi.
Sodwa I wrote. Obviously I didn't write Bashi's parts. And yeah, so once we realized I was going to be singing, we finished that song, and then immediately they were like, okay, next song. GT played the beat. Then we were like, no man, doesn't feel complete. And then I said, what about Ashili Mhlope? Like something that doesn't feel like an opportunistic feature. And I reached out to him and he came through. So I just heard it. I can't explain it to you. I just heard Maskandi would work in that song, or at least his voice would work in that song if we're really gonna go full Zulu. I don't wanna say I have a genre or like, oh, what genre is it? What is your sound? I don't know. My sound is the message. What message am I giving to people? Like, that is for me my genre. There's a big spiritual presence or powerful spiritual presence when you have the right people in the right room with you. We're all African, and we all can be in a symbiotic and mutually beneficial relationship when we choose to work together. So I think that's really what built the sound that you hear in Sodwa. I'm very proud of myself, and I hope that you guys enjoy what I'm putting out there. And just remember not to look for validation. Honestly, I don't care what people have to say about the song, but I can't lie and say I don't care about how the impact that it makes, because I really wanted to do beautiful things in people's homes and spirits. But Ubabahashi, like, wow, this couldn't have been possible without you. You really just, there's a reason you are you, and you are the guy that you think that you are. Baba ngiyabonga, ngiyahlonipha, ngiyakuthanda, and imagine I'm gonna perform with Ashili.
Outside of the music, the acting, motherhood, and everything else, she gives us a snippet of who she is off-screen and outside of the responsibilities.
Pearl is a little gardener. I'm actually just a nature girl, babe. I mean, I'm happy to show you around as to who I really am outside of motherhood. I'm a beekeeper. I love my bees. I love honey. I love growing things. It's such a beautiful experience, like, to grow food, and I think it's something that I use to connect to my grandparents. I'm just a constant dichotomy, like, of things.
A jack of all trades she truly is. May we all continue to go confidently in the direction of our dreams. Keep on keeping on, Pearl.
Oh man, love those words. Here at Trends, we aim to make your Friday night a little brighter. And as promised, award-winning musician LaSauce is standing by with her first performance of the evening. And when we come back from the break, she'll be joining us to talk about her new song and upcoming EP. But enough from me, here she is with Get Down. So let's all enjoy. It's LMF.
It's been work all time. I need to free my mind. It's been work all time. I need some me time. I need to free my mind. Set me free. I just wanna get down, get down, get down, get down, get down. Set me free. Get down. I'm knowing you're better. I just wanna get down, get down, get down, get down, get down. Get down. I'm knowing you're better. I got a lot on my plate. circle with Monty Pansy. They know how we coming. Money in my mind, mind in the money. When we step in, let's start the party. Saucy one circle with Monty Pansy. Food no proof I like never before. My cup is empty, pour me some more. Feeling traveling while me get the I got a lot on my plate. You know, I got a lot on my plate. No, I just wanna get down, get down, get down, get down, get down. Get down. I'm knowing yeah better. I just wanna get down, get down, get down, get down, get down. Get down. I'm knowing yeah better.
You are still tuned into SABC News, and don't forget, you can engage with us on X. We are at Trends on SABC, and we love connecting with you. On to the next story of the evening. South Africa's tourism landscape is taking a major step forward with a brand new direct route connecting Johannesburg and Perth. Yes, you heard right. It's a move set to boost travel, trade, and cultural exchange between the two countries. Trends Live was at the official launch, and here's what happened.
Today marks a major moment for travel between South Africa and Australia as Qantas officially launches its new direct route.
It's a great day for us in Johannesburg today. Proudly Gauteng Tourism Authority, to welcome the Qantas flight from Perth to Johannesburg. There are 250,000 South Africans who live in Perth. So the traveller or the visitor coming to Gauteng or to Joburg, it's really a category that we call visiting family and friends. But many of the South Africans who live in Australia or who were born there, they also have businesses in South Africa. So it's a combination of family, friends, and business. The importance of this Qantas flight is both convenience as well as introducing competition into the market. So we have a number of carriers who currently fly from Perth to Joburg or Joburg to Perth. But of course, people these days, time is a luxury, so people want speed, convenience. So the direct flight is the differentiator and what is unique, as opposed to flying to Dubai or flying to Malaysia or flying, you can fly Singapore Airlines, Cathay. But the direct flight is what people these days look for when it comes to travel. Oh, nice. Ease of access.
We've seen over the last, call it 10 months of 2025, when you compare to 2024, about a 25% growth of tourist arrivals out of the Australian-New Zealand region. That's obviously been supported by aircraft that are flying out of Johannesburg to Perth, South African Airways, also Qantas. But we're really, really excited about this new route because it's going to help us to grow even quicker. We are slightly behind from an Australian market, slightly behind the 2020 or 2019 figures. We're hoping to surpass that during the year, and we know that New Zealand is already, surpassed the 2019 figures. But the really, really solid growth means that there's a lot of connectivity, a lot of interest for South Africans to travel either to Australia, but also Australians to travel to South Africa.
This move signals growth, partnership, and renewed confidence in tourism between the two nations.
The more direct flights we get, the more seats we get, the more bumps we get on those seats, it helps us to grow our tourism numbers. Because there's also competition now between SAA and Qantas, which is good. It always helps to drive down prices and the affordability. And of course, like they say, 250,000 South Africans live in Perth. And now they're able to connect with their families in South Africa, yes.
I think we can double our tourism and trade by 2030. So it's my ambition to reach a free trade agreement with South Africa, but also to boost tourism between our two countries. There's more than 250,000 Australians of South African descent. We want more tourists travelling from Perth to Johannesburg, but more importantly from our point of view, we'd love to see more South Africans coming to experience the wonderful things that Australia has to offer.
And in the midst of all the festivities, Minister Delil and I took time to do this really cool thing.
I'm watching Trends live on SABC. Thank you very much for all your great work. Halala!
Halala! High five. That was so cute. What a beautiful moment. Earlier on, LaSauce served us with her track Get Down. You'll remember her with hits such as Emafini, Ngese, and the popular sing-along I Do, featuring Amanda Black. While the Afro-soul singing sensation has emerged from a sabbatical and is back on the music scene with an empowering EP. Gradually dropping singles, this body of work speaks to a safe space to feel your true emotions and embrace thyself. It also advocates against a serious societal scourge, especially with the 16 days of activism against GBV upon us. She is here and we're about to unpack. LaSauce, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
As always, looking stunning, but let's get straight into this interview.
Thank you.
Obviously, yes, it's like there's a sabbatical, but you haven't been completely out of the music scene. So what have you been up to?
Well, I've been busy with quite a lot.
Yes,
you know, I love money, so I love making my own money. But I have been busy with some of my projects. I have a foundation called Ubuntu Foundation that has been doing a lot of humanitarian work.
Amazing.
And you know, right now I have my EP that is, you know, going to be coming out really soon, and just the events that I'm busy with. I've been on my boss level.
You've been on your boss level. We love to hear it. Tell me about the EP. When can we expect it, and what's the sound different to like your previous, you know, music that you've released, or is it?
Well, it is a much more fresher sound. I think I've also just evolved musically, and I think right now with the EP, it's sort of, it's LaSauce, man. There's a lot of flavors to the songs.
There's a lot of flavor to this.
There's too much of flavor. So, you know, with the songs, I think it complements who I am and, you know, the journey of my life and my music and everything else. I mean, one of the singles that have been out is Imbogoto featuring Mama Yvonne Chaka Chaka.
And Tiki Mazwai. Big powerhouse woman.
Like, it's a real thing. So I think people are going to love it.
Why did you choose to work with them on that track? Like, how did they contribute to its impact and storytelling in Imbogoto?
Well, look, Imbogoto means a rock, and I think in this case it symbolizes an unbreakable stone that is resilient and that endures. And I think for me, as a Bantu besifazane, we are resilient. We do endure a lot of things in the world, and I think as somebody who loves to speak through music, I love to have a great message. I couldn't think of anybody better apart from Mama Yvonne Chaka Chaka. She is a great inspiration to me, and I think I needed that voice ya mama ozokwazi ukuthi akhuthaze ukuthi bantwana bami sekwanele. Yes, ngishilo ukubekezelana, but sekwanele, and just to give us that courage in the song to stand together as women. I'm sure if you've listened to it, even Untigi has a very powerful poem there that speaks directly to women. So I think for me it was just an honor.
It was just an honor to work with them. I feel like every single person out there really needs to listen to Imbogoto.
Absolutely.
Do you think there was a part of you releasing it now that speaks to the fact that next year we're going to be celebrating 70 years of, you know, women fighting for our rights and marching on those building steps?
No, absolutely, because one of the inspirations of the song was what we are currently going through as, you know, women in South Africa. The Purple Movement is one thing that I was like, you know what, and I have the voice, why not use my voice for the better? You know, so I think I'm really glad that we get to stand together in unity in times like this and just share, you know, strength and power.
I love the fact that you're really using your voice and your music to aid a plight that we are all facing, you know, worldwide. But let's speak about the events that you were telling us about, because I mean, December stages are going to be ablaze. Anything else that you've got up your sleeves that you can share with our Trends Live viewers?
Well, most definitely. On the 20th, I am going to be performing at one of the biggest shows in Johannesburg, the Sounds of Legends.
Okay, girl.
Which again is going to be honoring legends, including Abomama Yvonne Chaka Chaka. And then, you know, I've also been working on my events as well. As a woman, I think I have the experience in the industry.
Yeah.
My first one-woman show is going to be next year in February, the 14th. So it's going to be that lovey-dovey.
Oh, it's going to be a love type of sensation.
So, uze nomuntu wakho njengosa mangazi-ke meningaqonyiwe ningaqomanga ukuthi indaba
Indaba yabo. Or you can come with your girlfriends and enjoy the beautiful voice that you have.
Love.
Because you're honestly an icon in the making.
Thank you.
But as we wrap this up, because you've got another song to perform for us, can you actually tell us what Bayete is all about?
Well, Bayete is a song again that honors greatness. I think the name of the EP is called Dinqaba, and Dinqaba is just a sacred and safe space for you to feel.
Sure.
Because I feel like as people, we tend to shadow ourselves and shy away to feel what is really, you know, real. So with this project, I'm like, Bayete.
Bayete. And
You
right
know?
now you're going to be performing
Let's
Bayete
do
for
this.
us. Everybody out there needs to be as bold and as beautiful as you are.
Thank
you
you.
so much for joining
Thank
us
you.
tonight. But like I said, we are going to be taking a quick break. But LaSauce is going to be taken to the live trend stage with Bayete. So let me get out of here and give it all to you, Mama. Let's go. Shining the spotlight on the province of KwaZulu-Natal, as the Department of Sports, Arts and Culture have actually launched the season's festive programs. I'm talking about the vibrancy of KZN's creative as well as sporting culture. Not only an opportunity for artists to demonstrate their craft, but you at home to also enjoy these initiatives. To unpack more, I am joined by none other than KwaZulu-Natal's MEC of Sports, Arts and Culture, Ubaba Mtomuhle Kawula. What actually motivated you guys to launch this festive program?
Well, we have noticed that when our artists go to perform these days, you know, with AI, Most of them will just go to music that is in the pocket. Whilst that is good because it's the transformation of things in the world. But we're also saying let's not do away with what we have had all these years.
And what you're known for.
Live music performances.
Yeah.
So what we have started with our artists in KwaZulu-Natal is to say, as the Department of Sport, Art and Culture, we provide them with the theatre, we pay for the band.
Okay.
We then identify a musician or musicians. We put them in that performance and we say, you market the day. You market yourself with your friends.
The stage is basically yours.
The day takings are yours. Ours is to provide you with the space and with the band. And we are trying to say, let's bring back live performances in KwaZulu-Natal.
Beyond the festive season, are there other programs and initiatives that you've planned throughout the brand new year?
Well, we do. We have got a lot. But let me say, for all these tools that we have this festive season, we have launched a guide, a gig guide, which we are distributing to all the people of KwaZulu-Natal, to all our visitors. Everybody who comes to KwaZulu-Natal, they will get this gig guide to show, to tell you where you have to be if you want to experience this kind of performance, that kind of music. We are saying people of KwaZulu-Natal will be spoiled for choice. You have got this music fest, you have got this ingoma, you have got these live performances which are happening in theaters, and there is more.
How are we making sure that these, artists are supported? But like you're saying, is that here's a stage to start off the year. How do you take this and move it forward and grow your brand and your revenue? That is up to you as an artist.
We go out there to all our communities, we identify this talent and we nurture this talent. So we call it Isule because we start off
from the bottom.
Right from the bottom.
Until we rise them out.
And we take it out to the world. That program runs throughout the year. There is a lot more that we do in craft and also all other forms of art that we have in the province. You know that we have got an annual tour that we have with the king, where all the maidens go to showcase what they are like, and the king comes to address them. We also have got King Charles Day.
What do you hope that abantu that are attending walk away with? Mabafike Kaya, what is that feeling you want them to have?
No, gone are those days when people think that when it's holiday time, they are going to be going home to cause violence. Gone are those days. We now go home to enjoy. This government is saying, when you are at home, because you are off work, you have been toiling throughout the year, now you relax, you rest, we give you enjoyment as government.
We want to spread love.
Our artists come to you, not just in the big cities, wherever you are. Whether you are rural, you are urban, you are where, it's all over. Our artists are saying, now relax and enjoy being in KwaZulu-Natal. So, South Africa, please come to KwaZulu-Natal and see what we do in art, in music, in sport.
Siyabonga MEC, and congratulations on the wonderful work happening in KZN. Tonight on Trends Live, we'll also take you to Woodmead, where a new digital hub is reimagining what's possible for young South African creators. It's a space built to transform ideas into income, passion into skills, and creativity into real opportunity. Here's a story courtesy of our producer, Uleng Mulibati.
In a country where creativity often outshines opportunity, a new space in Woodmead is stepping forward with a bold promise to empower South African digital creators.
Before we come to South Africa, in fact, we have to do a lot of job to research how to help local young people to set up their own business. So we cooperate with SATNAC and INSETA and TSETA and other SETAs in China in past 2 years. So we have enough experience to how to help them. But in China, for local young people, is very far. They need to spend too much money, too much time to learn from China.
Park is a place where young people can learn, build, experiment, and launch their ideas into the world.
With this center, it means that more of our youth are going to be well knowledgeable, and whatever skills that they get through the hub, and through the transformation that is happening between China and South Africa, it means that our country is going to be on a next level. As we know that South Africa is the one in the whole continent that is always uplifting the youth, uplifting the economy, and the future is nothing without the youth.
So the CPAC combined with industry and education is more like a guarantee system to guarantee students if you have meet any challenges when you grow in your business or your employment. So this system working like combinations, education and industry. Thanks so much.
For many young South Africans, creativity is abundant, but data is expensive and tools are limited. But here, all you have to do is bring your followers and grow.
In South Africa, TikTok, most of the times it's for fun, but back in China, it's not only for fun. Like mostly it's for business. I'd say that they use it to sell. They have stores on TikTok. Even kids, doesn't have to be adults. They have stores on TikTok. Yeah, so people are making money on TikTok. I believe in South Africa, as time goes, maybe we'll also improve.
So, have you always been selling online?
No, I only started last year when I was in China. It was my first time. I was just a graduate from South Africa, and then I got an opportunity to go and study in China. And then that's when I did e-commerce. Yeah, I went to do cross-border e-commerce. So that's when I started selling online. I started when I was in China.
So what are you selling?
Currently, I'm selling iPhones, branded clothing, 100% human hair, any types of phones actually.
For creators, innovators, and dreamers, this just might be the spark you need.
Just like we saw now, we know that Johannesburg is a city layered with stories, creativity, and flavors that shift from one corner to the next. We decided to discover the city of gold, but through a new kind of guide, an AI app, the Joe app, which uses curated experiences that feel personal, local, and proudly South African, exposing the user to a great experience of what there is to explore in Josie Maboneng. Trends producer Bulelani Lugokwana let Joe lead him into Joburg's colorful streets, from hidden creative hubs to where township culture comes alive. So let's get straight into it.
Johannesburg is evolving and a new digital guide is changing the way we experience the city. Gone are the days where most of us relied on travel guide booklets to find the coolest spots. Now artificial intelligence is taking over, providing us with information at a click of a button. Joe app, an app curated by the Josie My Josie team, gives you just that.
Joe is the City Slick app. You ask Joe for things to do. You ask Joe for, the latest things to do that he can find in the city. And he essentially just helps you find the coolest things and the, quirkiest places, the cool bars. He's just a cool app that you can have a chat with and that can just guide you through the city. ChatGPT does provide, this bot technology that you can play around with in terms of making sure that it is serving your purpose, whether as an organization. But we just thought, maybe it's time for the city to keep up with technology, time for this. AI is in the town. So, what better way than to make it fun and, personalize it for the city. And we're just giving AI the Josie personality, the Josie spirit.
Once we had a feel for what the Joe app does, we explored the city of Johannesburg. I'm feeling hungry. Where can I grab something to eat in Marshalltown?
If you're looking to grab a bite in Marshalltown, Johannesburg, you could check out places like Sadie's Bistro. Just keep in mind that hours might vary, so it's always good to double check before heading over. Enjoy!
The best way is to play with Joe. So you just pull your phone up you go to Johannesburg in your pocket, and you will see a link to Joe where you can scan the code, or you can just click on the link, and then Joe comes up and pops up on your ChatGPT. There's going to be a Joe sort of tab on the left of your screen, and then you just open him up and you just speak to him like you would speak to any friend and say, hey Joe, tell me where to eat breakfast in Marshalltown this morning, and or your favorite spots where you eat breakfast, and Joe will show you his list of favorites, and there you go. And as you go and as you talk to Joe, as you speak to him and get to know him, he gets to know you better, and he essentially just adjusts to how you guys chat, and you form a relationship with Joe. So Joe's everyone's friend, very friendly, very quirky, very smart, and he learns as you speak to him about you and what you like.
With just a click of the button, Joe took us from the city center and led us to Soweto. Here we visited Lebu's backpackers and explored the streets of the township.
This is also what we call the pride of the people of Soweto. And Lebu showed us that it's possible to start from a dump site and create a campsite. So we're hoping that the mentality here can also trickle around the community, clean up our communities. We say Soweto is a rose that grew from concrete, from nothing to something. You know, it was a shack community, but now it has developed.
After our tour at Lebu's Backpackers, we decided to push more boundaries and asked the app to suggest one more spot in Soweto. And it led us to the Soweto Fine Art Gallery, a vibrant space that showcases and supports local artists, celebrates emerging talent, and even hosts vinyl sessions where creators come together to hang out and share their craft. As we headed back to the Backpackers, we bumped into an international traveler soaking up the township vibes, sharing stories of his own adventures and experiencing Soweto through a fresh and curious lens.
The main reason was people and culture. And Africa, in Europe, it's always creativity, it's music, it's culture, and it's traveling Africa. I think it's the only continent in the world where traveling means still, changing buses, being in small buses with locals, and probably getting lost somewhere and traveling Africa. And it was South Africa for me because it was the great history you have and the different cultures, from English, from Afrikaans.
From the city center to the vibrant streets of Soweto, the Joe app guided us through hidden flavors, creative hubs, and local stories that gives Johannesburg its rhythm. It's more than just an app, it's seen as a passport into the city's soul, connecting us with the people, the culture, and the experience you won't find on any ordinary map.
What did we say? Always giving you the best in all things arts, culture, lifestyle, and travel. With that said, we're taking a breather. But when we come back, we have Kenny Kunene, Soulful G, and Theology HD in studio with an electrifying performance that you don't want to miss. Skasuta. You're still tuned in to Trends Live. And as the country observes 16 days of activism against gender-based violence, comes music that blends advocacy and amapiano, but for healing, women empowerment, and action against GBV. And this comes from music producer Kenny Kunene, alongside singer-songwriter Soulful G and creative producer Theology HD, who have teamed up to bring us a hit just before the year ends, titled Hamba. They dropped it last week Friday, and now they're on the Trends Live stage, so we can talk about it. Dumelang, welcome to the show.
Dumela, Uskendi.
I'm so excited to have you here, but Kenny, how did this collaboration actually just come about? Let's start there.
Okay. I met Theology through one of the DJs that we play with.
Yeah.
As you know that I DJ.
Yes, you do a lot of things. Man with many talents.
Yeah. And I looked for Soulful G.
Yeah.
Because I love her song Utando.
Okay.
So I said, no, I want to feature this lady on the vocals. And indeed, we met with Theology, put something together.
This was a no-brainer.
No, it was not. It definitely.
I love that. But I'm going to come to you, Theology. What is actually this song about? Like, what's inspired Hamba?
It's about love and getting tired, being abused as a woman.
Yeah.
So we're trying to protect them.
And putting a message out there, but
Yes.
through music. I love that, because one thing about you, when you make music, it somehow always captures an audience. So this naturally is going to do that, this festive and beyond. But I want to know from you, Soulful G, sorry girl, hi. You're right, but like, why did you decide, I'm actually going to lend my voice to the song? Because you could have said no.
Well, okay, when my song Utsando started chanting,
yes,
obviously Kenny Kunene and the wife that was singing the song, you
Okay.
know? And then Gajabula Vele, because I'm a numbers of Vila Kupuga. So it's a man busy again, and I was like, okay.
Let's do it, clap it. I love that. But what do you then hope the impact is going to be of the song and how it resonates to the rest of the world?
Look, we deliberately dropped the song now because the song speaks about a woman who is tired of not being loved, a woman who is tired, who has tried everything, and now she's saying, "No hamba, angisanandaba. Even if you go, I don't care anymore."
Because I'm owning back my power. Ne?
Exactly. So it's a song that resonates with the 16 days of activism, but not just to end there. Continuously for us to advocate against GBV.
Okay.
You would hear when Soulful G will be performing, she'll always talk about GBV, reminding men not to abuse women and children. So it's a song that gives a woman a voice, but that's when they play it. Like it's a guy. If your man is abusing you, is not loving you enough, when he comes in the house, he will be playing this song, and when he gets to the voice, he will then hear. So it's a song that says you have the power within you to say enough is enough. You have the power in you to say you can go or I can go.
I hear you, and I love the fact that with the many hats that you wear, you're still always making change, even if it's right now through music. But let's wrap it up with the two of you, because it's a festive season right now. Anything more that we can be expecting? I know this one is very booked and busy, so
We're also booked.
yeah, so tell us, drop the things. That's why you're on Trends Live. People are watching at home, they want to know what's
we're
next.
doing a music launch, the song launch, so
Yeah.
obviously we'll be traveling, but
Love it.
we also have our own gigs. So
Yes.
on 31st I'm doing Mozambique. I don't know.
I have a lot of gigs.
You've got a lot of things. Let's just follow you on the social.
Saturday-
Let's do that.
This Saturday, Candy, we're doing Main Lane, Kalinen.
Okay.
Tomorrow. Sunday, we are doing Soweto, Magubenjalo Vibe, Jameson on ice.
All right.
And then also we are doing Val Monati Cafe on Sunday. It's part of the tour of the song. And next week we are doing Kimberley, we are doing Kuruman in the Northern Cape. And then the following week we are doing KZN.
No, keep it right there.
There's-
People must look out on the socials for this gig, guys, because I love that we're going to be spreading the message across. Theology HD, Soulful G, Kenny Kunene, thank you so much for being here. Marhalita Mai, because Vasansan Batoko performer on the stage. On that note, thank you so much for choosing to spend your evening with us right here on Trends Live. Let's do it again, 8 p.m. next week, right here on SABC News. The name is Candy, and you know what I say, stay sweet. Now, on to an anthem that promises to keep the dance floor moving throughout the season. Masabe Nati. Mwah! Good night. Let's take it to the top, guys.
I loved you, you broke me, you hurt me. Was the one that was there when you needed me. Kept it real and you did so apparently. Now I see that this love only came from me. No more games now, it's my time now. You played around, it's a foul now. Ask for your time, you can have it now. No more asking why, won't take care of mine. Sekuphelile, sekho isikhathi
sokubuyele emuva amathuba phelile nothando phelile why ubuyele emuva sekuphelile sekho isikhathi sokubuyele emuva amathuba phelile nothando phelile why ubuyele emuva asiya ngizame yonke intona noma ungahamba angisenandaba ngizame yonke intona noma ungahamba angisenandaba ngizame yonke intona angisenandaba undaba bathi noma ungahamba angisenandaba uthando lunjena akusafani ngcono siyeke olunjena akusafani ngcono siyeke thando lunjena akusafani ngcono siyeke olunjena